And now for the reason we are here this morning, to honor our Spring 2010 and Fall 2010 Dean's List. To speak on behalf of the male student athletes, I would like to call up Jonathan Crean, a junior member of the men's soccer team and a management of sports industries major, who throughout his career so far at UNH has a cumulative grade point average of a 3.90 and is a 5-time Dean's List member. John?
Thank you, Larry. Let me begin by congratulating my fellow student athletes who have also made the Dean's List this year, and by thanking the administration for giving me the opportunity to stand before you this morning and speak about my overall experience as a student athlete at the University of New Haven. When I committed to UNH, I understood that the attitude of the athletic department as well as the Division II level is all about balance. From what I understood, this attitude meant that an athlete must put as much effort into graduating and doing well in their classes as he or she does on the field or in the gym. This message became very clear to me my sophomore year after Coach Krasuski made a teammate of mine do 19 hours of study hall one week for forgetting what this balance meant. I guess what he was trying to say was that UNH makes the education of its students its #1 priority, and the athletes are held to a much higher standard because they represent the best of what New Haven has to offer. But if you ask me, the student athletes who strive to achieve academically do not do it because a coach tells them to, or because they'll make their parents proud. They do it so that when they leave, they know that they're leaving with an education that will help them to succeed in their chosen careers. The other half of being a student athlete, in my opinion, is the most rewarding part. It's been an honor and a privilege to take the field alongside my teammates, and I'm very, very proud of what we have accomplished so far together. I would now like to share some of the highlights of my time here that are most memorable to me. First off, I will never forget my freshman year when we beat Dowling, who was the 9th grade team in the country that year and who made the Final Four. Another is the game against AIC, also occurring my freshman year. This stood out to me because it was our first game back after my former teammate James Hilaire's accident. With James' situation still unclear, we were able to come together and win the game 4-1. Finally, my most recent memory, the game this past fall that qualified us for the NE10 tournament for the first time. As I said, these are all great memories, but if you were to ask any of my teammates, they would tell you that none of us are satisfied with where we are, and that we will work hard this spring and summer to take the program to the next level in the fall. I am confident with the talent we have and the strong leadership from our coaching staff that we can reach any goal we set. So in conclusion, I would just like to say that we are a privileged group here, and we should consider ourselves fortunate to have a staff that works hard to keep us healthy, that keeps us eligible, and that keeps us fit. With that said, I would just like to say thank you to the administration, to the trainers and to the support staff, to all the professors involved, and to Coach Fogno, even though I think he's having way too much fun as a strength and conditioning coach. Thank you.
Thank you, John. To speak on behalf of our women student athletes, please welcome Shannon Gagne. She is a senior student athlete in women's cross country and track and field who completed her Bachelor's of Science degree in criminal justice this past spring with a cumulative GPA of a 3.93, and also is an 8-time Dean's List member. Shannon is currently a graduate student here at UNH, where she is pursuing a Master's of Science degree in National Security and Public Safety. Shannon.
To congratulate everyone that is here, both faculty and my fellow students. So Larry asked me to talk about what it's like to be a student athlete. Well, as you all know, what isn't it like? Being a student athlete is a multifaceted role we all have successfully accomplished. Of course, being a student comes first. So you have the pressures of maintaining above average grades. This includes reading countless materials, the torment of perfecting that midterm paper, and attempting to memorize seemingly pointless facts for those finals that all happen to fall on the same day. Then, of course, you have the athlete part. This, arguably, is the hardest part. There are no sick days. There are no, I just don't feel like going to practice days. Sometimes we think how great it'd be to just not have to go to practice on a daily basis. Or what it would be like to skip that 6 a.m. up at North. Or how great it'd be to have our friends and family understand what it's like to give everything you have, both mentally and physically, on a daily basis. And that's when you thank God for your teammates. So, being a student athlete is a balancing act. And although it's arduous and time-consuming, I wouldn't change a thing. I had a choice to not run at all at UNH. I was a walk-on and I had no scholarship when I first started. But I realized that all the free time we wish for as athletes doesn't prepare you for life. Because being a successful student athlete prepares you to excel in the world once we graduate. It ingrains incredible work ethic, and it builds character. Yeah, coach may make you feel the most incredible pain you've ever felt at practice, but the results are amazing. You learn that determination and good old-fashioned hard work really pay off. You have a chance to make a dream and achieve it, and to make a goal and reach for it. So to me, being a student athlete is about having integrity, doing everything academically and athletically without cutting corners, taking the path less traveled, and by being a leader when no one's looking. Thank you.